Some of you may be wondering why I keep my foot on the gas when it comes to exposing Rashad Richey. Here's why. This is on his I Hate White People, Karen's Gone Wild channel. Now, Rashad has that grin on his face, that same grin he wears whenever a white person or Karen gets assaulted or humiliated. So let's get the show on the road.
Okay then. Obviously, it ain't yours either.
Obviously, I'm trying to help you get your money. So watch who you're talking to. I don't know what world y'all think y'all live in when y'all can talk to people like that. That's not how it works. It's respect. No, you weren't. Because I was sitting there watching you disrespect my navigator. Don't do that, man.
Whoever they
Because
are.
at the end of the day, we didn't disrespect you, so don't do that.
I gave her a $2 tip too.
$2! Oh my God! $2!
I don't give a about the money.
Bro, please give him his money. Get out of my store.
Okay, the quicker you do that, the faster I'll shut up.
Shut up and get out of the store. Thank you.
Give me my money.
That's what you're about to do. Please shut up. Please, be quiet.
Faster that happens.
Give me an order and you act like be quiet. Thank you.
I can't. I'll never come.
Let's put the picture up.
In other words, let's find out who this dude is and dox him, because that's what he wants. I played this video over and over, and I cannot make out what the argument is about. It seems as if the customer gave his money for a food order and hasn't received his food and wants his money back. I don't see any food around, so I don't think this is a case where he didn't like his order and wants a refund. I go to Wingstop on occasion, and they're pretty slow. But I'm a patient guy, and it doesn't bother me. It could be that the customer was too impatient. Sometimes food orders take longer than expected. Or perhaps the food clerks are just jerking him around. They might sense the guy is irritated, and so they're taking their sweet time, knowing he can't do anything about it. Dunno. Now, Rashad doesn't know who's in the wrong here. If I gave my money to a business and they're not showing any interest in giving me what I ordered, I'd be pretty upset too. I might be acting just like this dude. And at the same time, working in a fast food restaurant, you end up dealing with a lot of customers who are inconsiderate or unreasonable. That's no fun either. I'm not the type that yells at people, especially customers. But you might have a good reason to be pissed at this customer. Which one is the case here? I honestly don't know. But neither does Rashad. But that won't stop him from doing his usual white man bad.
After he met the anti-Karen at the Wingstop. Let me say this. According to the narrative, this took place at a Wingstop in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, I happen to know Jacksonville is already full of anti-Karens.
Now, how in the hell would you know that? You're not even from Jacksonville. You're not even from Florida. Is there an anti-Karen database out there broken down by metropolitan area? No, he just makes it up, just like his academic background.
Wingstops are always full of anti-Karens. He went to the Wingstop, all in his Karenicity.
Oh yeah, because Jacksonville. Oh, why even discuss it? It's so stupid. The customer's angry, but he's not throwing stuff at the employees. He's not yelling or using profanity. He's upset about something, and while the manager is yelling, he's not threatening or throwing stuff. I've seen this happen a few times. It's a personal disagreement between parties. None of our business. Why do we have to film it and then put it up on the Young Turks for ridicule? Can't two guys just have a beef over something without it becoming a national spectacle?
The end screenshot there of him just sipping the drink after, yeah, I thought that was interesting. So,
oh, look at that bastard. Oh my God, he's standing there sipping a drink, everyone. Wow, white. Who does he think he is? Must be a male Karen.
So not only did he do that, he waited for the shift to change and then brought the same energy to the shift that came after. Here it is.
Well, does a shift change somehow erase the disagreement? If the man didn't get the food he ordered, does a shift change somehow make it all good? We had a shift change, sir. So we're good, right? Oh, well, if you had a shift change. The man is a moron.
This is a joke.
Right, but I'm in the middle of shift change also. So
Yeah, the problem is it didn't happen during shift change. It had to be before shift change.
Right,
And it was 45 minutes.
okay, I'm gonna give you your money back, but you're not gonna holler at me.
I'm not hollering at you. You want
I'll side with the customer on this point. He's not hollering. He's pretty insistent, sure. Stern? Yeah. He wants his money back, perhaps unjustifiably, but he's not losing his cool. And frankly, the female employee is out of line. If you're really going to give him his money back, give him his money back and keep your mouth shut. You gain nothing from this banter. This is poor employee training here. If you give in to the customer, you might as well do it with a smile, because if you don't, you lose your money and the customer. Sir, I tell you what, we've both had a rough night. Let me give you your money back, and let's not take it any further than that, okay? Here's your $10.63 back, and have a good evening. In other words, act like the president of Wingstop is standing in line.
me to start hollering? Give me my money. I'll get out of here. I was polite when I first came on.
He says, give me my money and I'll get out of here. So yeah, it looks like he's been waiting a long time for his food. But who knows?
And said, hey, it's been 45 minutes. Where's my food at? And you said, give me a minute. It's been another 10 freaking minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mind you, Wingstop is slow, but 45 minutes? And it looks like it's been another 10 minutes, so 55 minutes? I don't know. Now, people exaggerate. What may have seemed like 55 minutes may have only been 40 minutes. But even if it's only been 40 minutes is far too long to wait for an order of chicken at a fast food restaurant. And yeah, I'd be demanding my money back. And if the restaurant is refusing to do so, then I might be acting just like this dude. Let me ask, if it has been truly 55 minutes like the customer says, how many of you out there see the customer side of the argument now?
First of all, those who work in fast food should not be spoken to in that way. I've worked in fast food myself.
Let me adjust his commentary. Those who work in fast food restaurants should not be spoken to in that way, unless it's Rashad. If it's Rashad, you have my blessing to talk to him in any way you want. Call him a fraud, call him a liar, call him a clown. Go for it, because he's all three. And the fact that Rashad claims to have worked in fast food restaurants can only mean that he never has. And I doubt he ever really has. Beyond that, I don't see how anything the customer said that was totally out of line. At least not what was captured on video. The customer didn't call anyone names. He didn't use profanity. No threats. He didn't even shout. Perhaps he said something earlier. I mean, the manager is pretty upset. So obviously there's more to it than we're seeing. But Rashad doesn't know, and neither do we.
Here's another issue. You see, they really did him a favor, because I got some guys I used to work with when I was a young man working in fast food. They would have gave him all kind of secret sauces in his wing order.
For a lemon pepper.
Yeah.
For a 12-piece lemon pepper wing. with a melt on for a 12-piece lemon.
Oh my God.
No, God, please, no, no, no.
Rashad, what are you doing? Hey, the Young Turks, Shank and Anna, how in the hell do you support this? I mean, seriously? Rashad, can you fathom the depths of depravity that you're spouting here? Yeah, ejaculating in someone's food, well, that's just so funny.
Because that's what we do in the hood. We get even with those customers who give us trouble, especially if they're white. So we rub one out on their Whopper.
And for what? Simply because a guy is mad that he didn't receive his order? Is this black excellence, the Young Turks? All you Rashad followers? Is that your take of a genius, a Renaissance man? This is how professional physicists talk? Legal scholars? All you out there claiming that Rashad is the next coming of Thomas Edison, what you just heard from him is the real Rashad. A dim-witted, uneducated street thug with fake degrees and a long police blotter who will absolutely lie to your face if it gets him what he wants. And as we saw with the Gail Buckner landlord dealio, a lady who bent over backwards to help him launch his political career, he doesn't care if you get hurt in the process. If you had given him money for tuition at his fake college, he'd have gladly taken it from you. And if your mother has Alzheimer's, he'll sell you his quack device for curing it. He doesn't care. Then you could play the customer wanting a refund and see how you like it. So that's who you're hitching your wagon to, huh? A man who laughs about using secret sauce as revenge over a simple disagreement.
Pepper wing would have took care of that. Like, hey, don't worry about nothing. I got y'all.
He would have discounted.
I got y'all some lemon pepper wings. They would have. What you need, Mr. Lee?
Here, okay.
Here's the reality, man. Once you are rude, once you start yelling, once you start becoming irate, they can tell you, listen, just go, leave the property. They have the right to do that.
Well, if the customer has given them money and they haven't given him his order, I think the police might have a different take on this. I don't know what the law is in Florida, but I think taking a customer's money and not giving him anything in return could take this to the criminal level. This is not a case where the food quality was just low. The customer didn't get any food. This is edging close to theft. Not sure. Anybody know? If so, put it in the comment section below. I mean, if a customer comes into your store and gives you money and you refuse to give him what he paid for, is that criminal or civil? And this assumes that the dispute was about that. Perhaps I have it wrong, but that's what the customer is claiming, and the clerks don't seem to be refuting it. Oh, and Rashad, you're big on rights, but how does the secret sauce fit into that philosophy? Do you really think your buddies have the right to do that?
It's amazing to me how they are so hardcore about rights until somebody says, but I have them also. You know, Karenicity is interesting that way, right? They always insert their rights, but do not think you have any to insert yourself.
Does this right extend to not giving someone what they pay for? Keep in mind, if you switch the races, Rashad would be all over the Karens who work for the restaurant. Who out there believes otherwise? Rashad is the most racist person on YouTube and the most dishonest. So yeah, I'm going to keep pointing out his fake degrees and lies for as long as he keeps this up. Because someone has to. Like my video and subscribe to my channel.
That this is resonating at some level within that range. That's my hypothesis, because I felt the same way I would feel if I was just earthing on the earth, which inside of a structure, I've never felt this before, right? So there's definitely a congruency between the resonant frequency of the earth and how it has combined with what we know as pyramid. Fascinating. That's objective, subjective. It's hard to measure that kind of connection, but I don't know if anybody's studying it from that aspect. To see, does a pyramid have properties as if it is more of a natural stone that's protruding from the earth? Understanding it's built, but doesn't have qualities like that, which would mean that the earth has somehow accepted it into its vibrational matrix. Okay? That's just a hypothesis based on the subjective feeling that I've just had. Okay.
You heard it here first.
Heard it here first.